All right, you guys, I did not plan today's video at all. This is just like a random video that I decided to film. I've been kind of behind on videos and didn't really know what to film this week, so I figured I would just film a sit and talk and catch up video. I have not filmed one of these in a long time. You guys normally see my desk behind me and not my actual face, so it's good to see you guys. I did ask for questions over on Instagram and I did get a few questions, but the vast majority of the questions in my questions box were just like, how's it going? How are you doing? Are you doing okay? Those kind of questions. Yeah, so if you are new to my channel, we had a very tragic death in our family in May. My sister passed away very unexpectedly, and it's been a very rough few months, to be completely honest. As you guys know, I mean, I've been very open and honest about it in most of my videos that I'm struggling lately and that it has been a very tough adjustment for our family. But I just wanted to provide like a life update and just kind of talk to you guys about what's going on and my feelings about things. I feel like it's been a life-changing experience, and I'm sure if you guys have gone through any sort of like grief or loss, you can totally relate to that. Like, it was earth-shattering and totally changed my perspective on like everything in my life. So wanted to just give you guys an update and honest like chat video. So yeah, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm trying to get back to my routines, which I'm like a very routine oriented person. If you guys have been on my channel, I'm sure that you can probably get that from like the way that I film my videos and the types of videos that I film and all of that. But I'm like a very routine person. And so it was really hard for me to like fall out of my routines for so long. And then now I'm like struggling to get back into them. I feel like I have like some core things in my life that I just like have to do. Budgeting is one of those things. YouTube is one of those things, like things that I need to do and I also really enjoy doing. So yeah, it's been difficult to kind of just get back into my routines, like exercise and reading and even work. Like, it has been hard for me to like juggle all the things that I normally juggle. I feel like I'm usually pretty good at that. But as of lately, I feel like I've just been all over the place, just trying to like stay afloat. So in general, to answer the majority of the questions about like how I'm doing, all of those kind of things, I feel like I'm doing okay. I am in therapy, which has been super helpful. Just to have like a space where I can share like open and honestly with somebody who's completely like out of my, you know, they're not like a person in my life. They're just like a external party, like an unbiased party. It's been really helpful for me to like have an outlet and to share in that capacity. So I would highly recommend therapy if you have had a loss or anything like that, that you feel like you need to talk to somebody. And even if you don't feel like you need to, it's just so beneficial to like have somebody to talk to and just dump everything on. Like, I feel like it has made a lot of my relationships and my personal life better because I don't like trauma dump or like like just spew stuff at my husband or my parents or, you know, whatever. Yeah, so it has been really good to be in therapy and really therapeutic, for lack of a better word. So I highly recommend it if you guys have never tried therapy to give it a shot. It is super helpful. My son also did therapy for a little while too. And yeah, I just think it's good to talk about. I feel like I grew up in the 90s. I'm sure a lot of you guys did too. I know a lot of us are like kind of around the same age demographic on my channel. And I feel like it was very taboo back then to like talk about therapy, but I feel like it's so normalized now to like have those conversations. And I love that so much. I love that it's normalized. I love that people are talking about it online and sharing about how beneficial it is. So I just wanted to call that out because I don't know where I'd be without it. I mean, I'm even struggling with the help of somebody. And so the fact that I feel like I can't even imagine like what my life would be like if I didn't have somebody to talk to. But yeah, so I'm doing okay. I have been just trying to get back into things, like just trying to get back into my normal life and trying to do all the things that I need to do on a daily basis. If you're new here or you haven't watched a lot of my videos, I have 3 kids. They are 5, almost 10, and 2.5. And so they're at very like challenging ages, very busy ages. And so I just feel like I don't have time to not be doing what I need to be doing. Like there's so many things, like school's about to start. I have like school supplies that I need to buy. I have sports that I need to get my kids to. I have laundry that is piling up. I have all these things that I need to get to. And I also work full time and my husband works full time. And so it's a lot of like juggling and just trying to manage. So yeah, having to like grieve on top of that has been really challenging for me. And it's definitely affected a lot of like my thoughts and opinions on life now. And I do want to film like a specific video, and I'll probably do it at the end of the year, honestly, like during my debt-free December. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, I do debt-free December every year where I film more videos in December. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that again this year. It's such a busy year for us, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that at least in some capacity, like maybe not 3 videos every week, but like maybe 2 out of the 4 or something. I'm hoping to film like a video about how grief has impacted my views on money, because I feel like it has really had like a very profound impact on my view of money. And I almost feel like, you know, I had this loss and then I kind of lost my drive to do anything with money. And I don't know if you guys have noticed that or if you've seen that through my videos. I feel like I've been trying to like get back into like my regular routine, which has been helping. But I do feel like it has kind of just made me be like, I don't care about money anymore. Like, I just don't. Like, obviously we need money to live, you know, but like, I got to a point at one point where I was kind of just like, I don't care. I don't care about these goals. I don't care about my Roth IRA. I don't care about my 401k. I don't care about my savings. Like, I just got to that point. And I feel like I've kind of have been coming out of that a little bit, but I do still feel like it really impacted my view on money, because when you have such a loss, you're like, well, you know, my sister worried about money and she's not here anymore. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it just really like messed with me. So if you have been through a loss like that and you can kind of relate, maybe not necessarily to like your views on money, but like if a loss has like profoundly impacted the way that you think about something, I would love to talk to you about it in the comments or DM me on Instagram. I feel like it's really been an interesting reflection for me to like think about, because I didn't think that anything would like shake my views on money, but I feel like this has really like been an interesting thing to go through. Like, I just feel like I'm really struggling to like care about my goals, really, honestly. And honestly, this channel has helped me to like not feel that way a little bit, but I do feel like I worry, like in the back of my mind, I think that if I didn't have this YouTube channel, if I didn't have this community, if I didn't have you guys here, that I could have so easily like gotten back into debt. Like literally our spending, like I told you guys, my sister died in very early May. Our entire month of May, like I didn't even look. Like, I mean, I kind of have been looking back like recently to like, I don't know, just cause I'm curious, like what did we spend? But like, it was out of freaking control. Like literally out of control. We ate out almost every day, which I don't want you guys to think that I'm like being hard on myself, because obviously we were going through something. Like, I don't regret that at all. I'm just saying that like partnered with my grief and my changed views on money, I feel like I so easily could have gotten back into debt. Like we were so out of control spending, like just emotionally spending, emotionally eating, emotionally doing everything. Like there was no like care. Just because like when you're going through something like that, it's just like, I have to survive today. How do I survive today? I have to eat. I have to do this. I have to get my kid here. I have to go do something with my kids, whatever. Like that was like the back of my mind. So anyway, all that to say, I feel like it would have been so easy for me to get back into debt at that point, because honestly, I was just like, F it. I don't care. Like whatever. My money is just going everywhere and I have no F's to give, basically. So yeah, it was an interesting time. Now, like looking back on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally could have like easily gone into debt. Like I could have just never come back out of that. And I feel like having this community, having this channel, having my Instagram, surrounding myself with other like-minded people has really been beneficial for my budget, especially because like I said, if I wasn't on Instagram, if I wasn't on YouTube, if I didn't have this community backing me, I feel like I would have just been like, screw it, like forever. Like, not forever, but like at a minimum for the rest of the year, I would have just been like, whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna spend all the money. I'm gonna not save. I'm gonna whatever. Like, I'm just gonna do what I need to do and have fun doing it. And just, yeah. So it's interesting to like think how different my life could be without this channel and without you guys. And I do just want to thank you guys again, because oh my gosh, I got so many messages over the last few months about you guys going through your own grief and just commiserating with me and just loving on me and providing me so much support. So thank you so much. I know I've thanked you guys in other videos, but genuinely, like, it was so incredible to have this community behind me. Like, I had probably over 1,000 messages when I came back between YouTube and Instagram. Like, there was so many messages. It was insane. So, and like reading through them was so helpful for me when I was going through that. Like, when I was in my worst days, I would open up Instagram and just read through a lot of these amazing messages and just be like, oh my gosh, I am so grateful. And I know I probably didn't like respond to a lot of you guys, and I'm sorry, but it was just so overwhelming to have that many messages. But like, I read every single one of them. I just, like, in my worst days, that was kind of what brought me out of it. So thank you for that. Anyways, I had a few other questions in my Instagram question box that were not necessarily related to like, are you okay, girl? Like, what's going on with you? And I thought I would answer a couple of them just because I'm here and I had nothing else to film today. So I figured I would just get some of those other random questions out of the way. One of them was, are we planning a 2025 vacation? And yes, we are. Hopefully my sister and her family will be coming with us again. And yeah, I'm excited for that. We haven't really done any planning, to be honest. Obviously, like with the recent events, it's not been like top of mind for us, but we are definitely planning on going on that trip, and we're hoping to do some things to like remember my sister while we're there. I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like yet, but we're hoping to do something like in her memory. Yeah, so we'll see, but probably Florida. We've done Florida multiple times before, and we just like it there, and we live in Wisconsin, and so in the March to April timeframe, it's cold here still. So we like to go somewhere warm. And yeah, if you have any places in Florida that you really enjoy going to, let me know. We were thinking of maybe doing Destin. We've never done Destin before. Last year we stayed in like St. Pete area. It was beautiful. And then we also stayed in Orlando for part of the time too. Yeah, so we are planning a 2025 trip. I have no details yet though, so I will share that with you guys when we know more. But yes, definitely planning a trip in 2025. Another question I got was, do you enjoy living in Wisconsin? That's an interesting question. And also, have you lived here your whole life? So yes, I have lived in Wisconsin my entire life. Not in this exact area where I live right now, but I've lived in this general area for my whole life. I have traveled a lot outside of Wisconsin, outside of the US even, but yeah, I have lived here my whole life. And do I like it? Not really. I mean, yes and no. I would say I would say yes, I do like it. I like that my family's here. I like that we have 4 seasons, because I know a lot of places like Florida don't have like 4 true seasons. Like, we genuinely have fall, spring, winter, summer. Like, we have all 4 very distinctive seasons. I do like that. However, the winter is really tough here. Yeah, it gets really freaking cold and we get a lot of snow, and I don't like that. But I don't know if I would ever see myself moving out of Wisconsin. I feel like maybe if my kids leave, if they all like congregate in one general area, like if they all like move down south, I would definitely move with them down there. But otherwise, I'm not sure. Maybe eventually. My husband is actually from Illinois. And he's lived in Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, so like generally in the Midwest. And now he lives here in Wisconsin with me, obviously. So we are like true Midwestern people at the core, but yes, he's from Illinois. So we're both from the Midwest. And I think I don't have my phone with me, so I don't know, but I think the only other question that I haven't answered so far was some financial related questions. I know somebody asked how much we're investing right now in our 401ks. I don't really share a lot about that because it's just like, it comes out of our paycheck and I don't really think about it too much. But my husband is investing 15%, I believe, and I'm investing 10%. I make more than my husband a little bit. And so I also carry like all of our deductions primarily. So we end up pretty much taking home almost the same, but like I technically make more, but I also have more of the like health deductions and all of that stuff. So I contribute 10% right now. My husband's at 15%. I'm hoping to eventually bump mine up higher eventually, but we'll see. My employer matches 7% and my husband's employer matches 4%, I think. Yeah, 4%. So that's where we're at with our 401ks right now. We are not maxing them out, but it's fine. I'm good with where we're at for right now. Obviously, I would like to increase mine a little bit moving forward, but I'm not in a rush to do that. And honestly, like we are at the I think if you guys watch Lauren Miller, I absolutely love her channel. Hey Lauren, if you're watching, love you. You are so awesome. I love Lauren's channel so much. I watch like every single one of her videos, but she was talking about the messy middle recently and I totally resonate with that. Like it is just messy. Like it is so messy right now at the age where my kids are at. Like it's just, there's a lot going on. It's really expensive. My kids are all at very like challenging ages as far as money. Like my son is in a ton of sports and he plays sports competitively. So it's freaking expensive, guys. It is so expensive. And then like, you know, my daughter's starting to get into sports too. And so it's truly like the messy middle is the best way that I've ever heard anybody put it. Like this middle part of your life where like you have little kids, you're spending a ton of money on your kids. I know that eventually we will be out of this season and I don't want to rush it at all because it is so fun as like crazy as it is. It's so much fun. Like the kids are at such amazing ages. I love being a mom more than anything ever. It is the best thing I've ever done, but it is so challenging and so expensive. So messy middle, best way to put it ever. But anyways, I'm not like in a rush to do anything right now with money. And that kind of ties back to what I was saying too about like my mindset of money just changing in the most recent months. But like, I just feel really content with where we're at. We're maxing out our Roth IRAs. We're investing in our 401ks. We're investing in our brokerage every month, even though it's not a lot. Like we're putting money in there. We're putting money into our kids' college savings, you know, here and there. Obviously that's not like a huge priority for us, but like we're doing all the things that I want to be doing. And would it be amazing to be like contributing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every month to these things? Of course. But at the end of the day, like I want to remember that we're only going to be in this time for a short amount of time. And so I want to prioritize experiences with my kids and just letting them do the things that they want to do. I want them to be able to do the $1,000 sport. I want them to be able to go to the birthday party. I want them to be able to do the overnight stay for their activity or whatever. Like I want to be able to afford that and pay for that. So that's kind of where my priority's been. So yes, we are obviously saving for retirement, but it's not a huge priority for us. And then the other question, oh, I forgot this one. Somebody had asked like, are you planning your 2025 goals yet? No. I mean, yes and no. I kind of have a list going in my phone. I keep all my like goals in my phone, and I do have like a list going with our like current financial goals that we're kind of thinking about. And so yes, like we're thinking about them, but honestly, it'll probably be like basically the same as it is this year. It'll probably be kind of boring. So yeah, it'll be very similar. We're going to try to max out both of our Roth IRAs again. We might be saving for a bigger car. I haven't shared about that on this channel yet, but we are really feeling like the squeeze in our cars because we have 3 kids and kind of relatively small cars. So we are thinking about potentially trying to save money for a bigger vehicle. So that might be coming in 2025, or at least like starting to save for one in 2025. So that might be on our list. Otherwise, yeah, the Roth IRAs, saving money for our kids, probably for college, and that'll probably be it. Honestly, I don't know how much money we'll have left after that. Like, I don't know. I feel like my kids are just so expensive lately. I just feel like we have not had a ton extra. So yeah, that's where we're at. Anyways, that is all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below, like, what's going on with you guys? How are you doing? How are your goals going for 2024? Like, where are you at? Yeah, I would love to hear about it. And also, what kind of videos do you guys want to see from me? Because I feel like I've been kind of out of the loop on my videos, and just, do you want to see anything different? Like, do you want more sit-down videos? Like, what do you guys want to see from me? I would love to hear about it. And I will talk to you guys on Friday for Debt Free Friday. Bye, guys.